Hey folks, Robert here. I'm just out here today and I'm collecting some cattail tubulars. Cattail, cactail, whatever you want to call them. And them things right there. So I'm going to go down there in that swamp and hopefully I don't fall in and get stuck. Anyway, I'm going to go see what I can pull out of there and then we'll show you in a bit. I want to use the tubulars and put them in some cold water and crush them, peel the outer layer off, and see if we can't make enough flour to make some bread. Anyway, we're going to check it out here and see what's going on, so I'll be back. Folks, we got some anyway here. Got a few in there. I'll tell you, if you're going to be picking cattail tubulars in the fall, December 14th, when it's minus like 1, 2 out, boys, I'll tell you, you better have some place to warm up your hands, man, because it's cold. Nippy burr. Anyway, I picked a bunch out. I should have had my rubber boots on. I could have get in further, but it's hard to get any real good ones around the edges. But I mean, it's not too bad. I mean, you could do it if you had to, but again, like I said, man, make sure you got something to put your hands in or warm them up when you're done. Okay, so this is what I'm doing, folks. Just working it, pounding it into a pulp, pressing it. It's pretty thick and pretty starchy, so hopefully I'll get a bunch out of this. So I'll be back after I'm done. Okay, I've put it in a pot in about a gallon of water. I'm going to let it set for a while until all the starch and stuff settles to the bottom, and then I'll pour off the water in about an hour. Okay, so all I'm doing now is just straining it through a coffee strainer. You could strain it through a piece of cloth too, would work the same way. Cheesecloth or cotton. Cotton would probably work better, I would say. Okay, so out of about 15 or 20 minutes worth of picking, this is how much flour I've got at the end of it. Okay, and I've only strained this twice, so this is what I got. I got probably 4 tablespoons, maybe 3. So what I'm gonna do, instead of cooking it in a, I'm going to mix flour with it instead of trying to cook it alone, just to make it double the size. So we'll see here. So I'm going to simulate being out in the woods. So I'm going to take my cup, I'm going to scoop it in that. And if I was in the woods, I'd be scraping it out of my bandana, so, because that's what I probably use to do it. Okay, I'm going to put in, I got some flour here, eh? So, I'm going to put in about, I'll take that off the heat for a second. I'm going to put in about 3 of these of flour, because that'll even out to about what I got in cattail tubulars. So we'll set that off to one side. Now, and I'll mix that in together. Now usually, if you're out in the woods, you wouldn't really have butter. So you'd probably be using deer tallow. But my rendered deer tallow has been sitting out quite a long time. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use a little bit of butter. All right. I mean, if you had oil too, would work. So I want to put a bit of butter in there. Not very much. It's about maybe 1/4 to 1/2 a teaspoon, right? I'm gonna mix it up. Now, if a fella really wanted to, he could put an egg in there. He could put in there whatever he wants, right? Because you might be able to find robin eggs and stuff out in the woods. But for the sake of saying it, I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. Now, it's looking pretty good. So that being said, to make mine a bit fluffier, I'm going to put baking powder in it. I mean, you guys have seen it before. I've made my own yeast. So putting baking powder, baking soda in there is not really a bad thing because I can make my own yeast if I really wanted it to rise. I'm going to put not very much water. I got, let's see, 1, 2, 3 tablespoons of water. See what we can do with that. I'm going to put a pinch of salt in, without a doubt. A pinch of salt and a pinch of brown sugar is what I'm going to use, brown sugar. No brown sugar, so I put a teaspoon of just white sugar in. I don't know where my brown sugar's at. And I'm going to get a pinch of salt. If I can find the salt. I can't find nothing. Can't find nothing today. I'll just do a bit of salt. Okay. Set this stuff off. Mix it up good. Probably should have went with 2. Now let's cook it and see how it works out. Well, it's cooking up good. Work. Seems to be raising pretty good. Let it do its thing there for a bit. I'll put on some chaga. I'm going to get something to flip that with. Flipper. This is the flipper I bought for out in the woods to go with this frying pan anyway, so I might as well use it. Cooking up kind of dark, eh? It don't smell so bad. It actually smells pretty good. Let her cook up. Interesting to see what it tastes like. So this is a bannock recipe with half white flour and half cattail tubulars. That's what it looks like. Cooked up really dark, eh? Crazy how dark it came out because of the really, really dark. This is my chaga, and I like it with a bit of milk. And a touch of sugar. A bit of milk and a touch of sugar. So, let's try her out. See what it tastes like. Let's try it. The chaga is definitely good. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. And that's plain with nothing on it. It's crunchy, eh? It's got like Almost like it's got dirt in it. Of course, it grew in a swamp, so it probably does have dirt in it. But really, with the jam, that's quite tasty. I guess it's super high in protein too, eh? Cattail tubulars. I tell you, if you were out in the woods and didn't have enough to eat for a couple days, there'd be nothing wrong with this stuff at all. A little bit of bacon in it, maybe, would make it taste really good. Cattails and bacon. Yummy.